Hi, my name's Vicky and I have a layens hive here in my garden in South Wales in the UK, and I'm going to be carrying out a hive inspection today. We've very much had a feel of a change in seasons this last week. We've had cooler temperatures, and in fact yesterday we had one of the hottest days on record. You can see this beautiful pear tree behind me dripping with pears, but interestingly enough, you can also see that the leaves have already started to turn. And with that, it's made me start to think about preparing my hive for that change in temperature. So we're going to be looking at the hive in just a second. But interestingly enough, quite a few of you in the US were also talking about division boards. This is all very new to me, so I never speak as any kind of authority on the matter. But I took up some of your points. Certainly in the US, I think with your extremes of temperatures, you have to think very carefully about temperature management, and largely division boards or follower boards are what that's all about. But one of you guys very cleverly pointed me to our authority, of course, Georges de Layens. So I'll just read that little bit about the follower board. Basically, he talks about it as being used to reduce the volume of the hive during certain procedures. Such partitions were used in the past primarily to concentrate the colony's warmth during winter. So again, that's what we were talking about, weren't we, with this change to autumn. But it basically says that experimentation has since demonstrated that a built-out frame serves precisely the same purpose, and that division boards, he basically says, are useless. I took on board, however, the interest in it, because my thought was initially, if what we are doing is in effect replicating what bees would use in a tree trunk, well, they wouldn't be putting in a division board themselves. But it was all really about optimizing the conditions for the bees. And I very much liked one of the suggestions, which was, in fact, yes, putting in a frame with foundation. I suppose it's almost like putting a curtain in a room just to give a bit of extra protection, because although we haven't had extremes of temperatures right now, we have had quite variation this week. So anyway, it's about 2.5 weeks since I last looked in the hive, and I'm going to take a look now. So